Seizure of 17 boxes in which 200 kilograms of cocaine chlorohydrate were confirmed in vacuum-packed meat cuts and 1 kilogram of cocaine at the police command. With all information is Silbert Mitchell.
Yes, Lisa, important news here from the National Police Command. Through a press release, the commander in charge of the institution gave details about the drugs they seized days ago. At least, according to the institution, the drugs that they seized were mixed with cheese and meat. This is a surprising fact for the department, for the televiewers, and also for the police institution. But all the details were given through this press release minutes ago by the commander in charge.
Se incautan 200 kilogramos de peso bruto.
200 kilogram gross weight of cocaine hydrochloride were seized. 1 kilogram of marijuana was seized, and 2 individuals were captured driving 2 vehicles, one a van and another a cargo motorcycle. Specifically through search and control activities and background checks of persons and vehicles in strategic sites located around the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla Airport. When this alkaloid substance is discovered wrapped in frozen meat products, SIHIN personnel performed a preliminary identification test, which resulted in positive for cocaine hydrochloride. It is important to highlight that approximately 412,000 doses of cocaine were taken out of circulation. Likewise, the criminal income of these groups were affected by more than $11 million. The captured persons were handed over to the Attorney General's office, where they will be held accountable for the crimes of drug trafficking, possession or manufacturing of narcotics.
The National Police and also all the in-charge institutions are carrying out all the investigation to find out where these drugs come from and who sent the drugs to the island and where also these drugs were going from here from the department. So this is all information, and we will give a development of this news. Silbert Mitchell Archibald for Teleislas News.
And the National Hurricane Center officially named Tropical Storm Elsa this Thursday morning and confirmed that it is the 5th storm named so far this 2021 hurricane season.
According to the latest report from the National Hurricane Center, Tropical Storm Elsa has formed in the Atlantic Ocean with sustained winds of 35 knots and gusts of 45 knots. The system is moving westward with an approximate speed of 22 knots, much faster than the previous days. In this sense, the storm Elsa is expected to enter the Caribbean Sea through the Lesser Antilles today. Regarding the strengthening, according to the different international models, the system is expected to remain within the tropical storm category. The most probable trajectory at the moment indicated that Storm Elsa will enter the southern Lesser Antilles near Barbados and then cross the Caribbean to the south of the Greater Antilles, specifically to the south of the Dominican Republic and Haiti. It should be noted that in the vicinity of Jamaica, there are significant thermal conditions in the ocean that could help strengthen the system. It is important to highlight that according to data from the competent authorities, the influence on weather conditions in our department will be indirect. On the other hand, the entry of the tropical storm Elsa will cause alteration in the winds and wave field. According to models, an increase in the wave in the northeast of the Caribbean Sea basin is up to 3 meters is expected, and condition that will increase as the system passes through the basin.
And more than 2 weeks have passed since the massive vaccination day took place on the island. And since then, the vaccination continues from different points where everyone can be immunized. Gisela Livingston gave us a detailed report on how the immunizations are progressing on the island.
We're doing a tour of the different vaccination points where the influx of people have been very low. The COVID vaccination coordinator of the State Social Enterprise, Yokohama J, showed her concern and made a call to people who have not been vaccinated.
Today, unfortunately, the number of people we were expecting to get vaccinated has not been as high as we thought it would be. I invite you not to miss the opportunity to get vaccinated against COVID because it is for your health. At this moment, we have the Cultural Center Center on the Hill, the Coliseum of San Luis, also here in the Casa Ludica in Cove. A station is at the Manawar Park and another one is at the hospital.
It is worth mentioning that the numbers of vaccinated people is very low in the different points provided by the health portfolio, where in the Manawar Park there were 22 people, in the hospital 10 there was 16 people, and at the Casa Ludica in Cove there were only 8 people vaccinated. As of yesterday, a total of 34,377 people had received 4 doses in San Andres and 3,194 in Old Providence. Besides, 7,667 people received second doses in San Andres and 2,703 in Providence, for a total of 47,951 doses applied in the archipelago. The projection of immunization for the department is 44,163, of which 37,571 have been carried out.
And the National Learning Institution, SENA, has opened a series of calls for the entire community of the island to access it.
The Sena Regional Branch in San Andres has opened calls for its technical and vocational programs for the entire community of the department. This was announced by the training center.
From the Sena's Regional Branch in San Andres, we want to invite all the people who live in our archipelago to register in this call that closes tomorrow. We are in the last part of it. I am giving it the last push, seeking to fill more than 43,000 spaces that we have nationwide. It is a virtual training, but there are 6 vocational careers that we want our islanders or people who live on the island to sign up for in order to improve their knowledge, to improve their profile, and incidentally improve their quality of life. The 6 vocational courses are given in the following topics. We have international negotiation, logistics, management and multimedia production, market management, physical distribution, and development of information systems. As we can see, we have a large number, a wide variety of sectors.
The regional Sena San Andres branch invites the entire community to make use of the 43,500 spaces that the regional headquarters currently has for the training of the entire community of the island.
The voice of the islanders was heard after yesterday's Solidarity March. Members of the local administration met with the organizer of the demonstration to find solutions to their discontent.
The conclusion of the meeting held yesterday were to seek strategies to help find solution to the non-conformity of the racial population regarding the reconstruction of houses in San Andres.
One of the aspects is that first, tomorrow we're going to meet 3 o'clock to evaluate the list that the person them that they register in the Registro Único de Damnificados or the EDAN, and from there now we will know what is the amount of people, the amount of houses that get affected, and from there start to work on the situation, we start to help them with the resources then to reconstruct and repair the houses then.
According to Francis, a public hearing will be convened because according to the national government, all the reconstruction of San Andres was left under the responsibility of the departmental administration. And at the local level, they claim to have only 10% power in the execution of the reconstruction.
They say, well, the national government have the 90% of the reconstruction and them only 10. But the president 2 weeks back tell me say, him don't give the directives them to the governor to work on the houses them. So one out of the 2 of them have to hide the situation, but we have to come to the conclusion that we as a community, we're going to demand them that they have to do the process the right way, so everybody get the houses well repaired and fixed up over.
Tomorrow, another meeting will be held to follow up on the situation of the islanders affected by the hurricanes.
Hello, here are the best sports of the islands. With the hiring of Argentine coach Fernando Rivero, the new process of Caribbean Storm and basketball began. Tulo, as he's nicknamed in the basketball world, is an Argentine coach with a lot of experience in professional basketball. Tulo has coached many teams, among them the Argentine selection and the Cali team where the talented Islander Michael Jackson played. This Argentine coach wants to share his knowledge with the young Islanders basketball players and take the bottom of the Caribbean Storm team.
I was fortunate to coach Team Cali last year, to get to know Colombian basketball and above all to coach Michael Jackson, which was one of the pleasant surprises I had in the squad, where we were able to reach the final. In that coexistence of hotel and bubble talking about basketball and other issues arose the opportunity to come to the island to coach the tournament on the island. But as you know, everything was suspended. The possibility of coming to coach Caribbean arose, and well, very happy because it is a very good experience. There is a lot of talent. There is a very good genetics, a DNA on the island of skinny players, long players who can jump and run, who have all the conditions to be great athletes. I see that there is a lack of order, a lack of tactics that are more disciplined to be able to exploit everything that they have, because they really have it and they have it a lot, and it is not easy to get it.
According to the Argentine coach, the goal is to exploit the Islander talent by teaching them to be more disciplined in collective basketball and to take the Caribbean Storm to another level.
Playing abroad with effort, dedication, and good habits, when they set goals, can be achieved.
The training and fundamentals in island baseball continues. Baseball is one of the flagship sports in the Insular Department, which has produced nationally recognized baseball players. Today, the young players continue with their training and fundamentation process with the help of their coaches Germán Paredes and Kyok Davis, who seeks to form new stars for the future of the baseball of the islands. This is what Kyok Davis told us.
We're teaching a lot of fundamental things here for the children them, because the age that the children have, we have to start from now. Because when they get 17, 18 years, it is very hard. So it's a lot of fundamental. We're teaching them to the way to touch the ball, the way to make a hit and run, the way to make a squeeze play, everything like that, to play outfield, to play infield, to make a double play, to pass the ball, you know, and to throw the ball, because you have to throw the ball in line. When you don't throw the ball in line, you're not doing nothing very good.
For these coaches, the idea is to build a solid discipline for their players from the very young age so that they can become players of a high level.